The dominant team of that season then saw a practically certain victory slip through their fingers because of a printer. Oh no. Yes. And you are in Small Great Stories every week here on Splashing Gold. You already know a little Formula One story or not, as long as it's quick, fun to tell, and nice to know. Let's go. Printers are dangerous animals, IT friends often say. They, like fierce dogs, sense fear, terror. And it was a printer that cost Williams, in 1997 at the Monaco Grand Prix, a victory that seemed certain. And it's not an exaggeration, you'll understand me soon. The team was experiencing an era of dominance. Little did they know, it would even be their last Drivers' and Constructors' Championship. With cars made by Adrian Newey, who by then had already left for McLaren, coincidence or not, the end of the dominance, and they had fought for the championship and lost Drivers and Constructors in 91, but taken 2 in 92 and in 93, relegated Constructors in 94, won both in 92 and 93, and lost the Constructors title again in 94. Having won both titles in 96 with Hill and in 97, it didn't seem like it would be any different. At the wheel, Jacques Villeneuve and Hendrik Frentzen. He and Frentzen were pivotal in Newey's departure. The story was, from very early on, Newey wanted to be a partner in a team and then asked for a share in the stakes. From Williams to Patrick Head and the founder, Sir Frank, who signed a document saying, okay, at a certain point, we'll transfer 10% of the shares. And he also insisted, I want to have a say about the drivers. But Patrick and Frank had forgotten, perhaps unintentionally, when they let Coulter go back at the end of 95. And then they forgot again when they let Hill go, still fighting for the championship in 96. It was enough for Neely, who said, I'm leaving too now. In Hill's place comes Frentzen, whom I discovered the other day on a podcast and will try to interview. He was approached by Williams after Senna's death in 1994. Did you know that? Indeed. Frentzen was, for many, the best of the trio that also included Michael Schumacher and Karl Wendinger in Mercedes' Dream Team in Group C. But being fast isn't everything, and he didn't have a very good mindset. Under pressure, he made mistakes. Well, that was the Williams duo. Upon arriving in Monaco, the FW19 model offered supremacy. Villeneuve arrived there as the championship leader with 2 victories. One in São Paulo, one in Buenos Aires, but it was Frentzen who took pole position, with Schumacher in second and Villeneuve in third. The race would start with a wet track, without rain, because a shower had fallen minutes before the start. Part of the grid decided to use slicks, while the other part opted for intermediates. In the morning, Williams had their intern access the weather service by fax and print out the bulletin. And the bulletin said, quick rain at such time, minutes before the start. Nothing more. With this in mind, Frentzen puts on slick tires. William Neve does the same. Both counting on the track improving and that in first and third they could hold everyone back. Since with the track drying in Monaco, no one overtakes anyone. Victory. But Schumacher, the one who only did what he did because he always had the car and raced alone, on the first lap overtakes everyone, goes 6 seconds faster, takes the lead and gains an advantage with that, while the Williams were floundering in the wet with no grip. On the second lap, Schumacher was 11 seconds ahead. Frentzen would complete the second lap in 7th, and the third in 9th, and would continue to drop. Over the radio, they were shouting, saying, how can you do something? Like this, it's raining. It hasn't improved, and I can't go fast. Meanwhile, Villeneuve, who started in 3rd, was also crumbling in the order, being overtaken by everyone. He couldn't even put his foot on the accelerator on the straight. He completed the first lap, having dropped from 3rd to 9th, and would retire a few laps later, in 16th. But after all, what had happened? How was the best team appearing so pathetic in this way? And the answer, yes, blame the printer, but you'll soon understand why. When they gave the order to print the weather report 1 page in the second, it didn't come out. It got stuck. And the report had a series of information, little maps, etc., and it started at the end of the page. Quick rain starting at such time. Since the second page didn't come out, the intern took it to the team management and the second part was never seen, which said, brief break and then rain for the rest of the afternoon. This brief break cost Williams the race, as they looked at the sky, saw no water falling, and imagined it was just a shower from now on. It will get better. Thus, the complete disaster for Williams in 1997. Monaco can be blamed on a printer, which at that time was probably an inkjet that chewed up and didn't spit out the second page, and thus the weather report was never read in full. Strategy decisions were poorly made. So that was another little story from Splash and Go. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, it's free, it costs nothing. It really helps the channel a lot. Do me this favor, do us this favor. To receive notifications of all our videos, there are many videos that go live every week, every month, all year round. We have notification channels on Telegram, WhatsApp, and also on Instagram. You join and start receiving an automatic message the moment I publish each of these videos. We also have content all the time on our social networks, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and TikTok. The handles are being shown here. The links are down below in the description. All right, so that's it. Thanks. And a big hug.